Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for November 2021. So on Sunday, November 21st, we have the sun moving out of Scorpio season and moving into Sagittarius season. This is the light at the end of the tunnel, my friends. Scorpio season is typically very long, very dark. We're dabbling in our shadow. We really are kind of sitting in the depths of our darkness. We've reached a breaking point. Yes, we are in alignment, mind, body, and soul. And now the light at the end of the tunnel of the sun being in Sagittarius season is going to suck us, accelerate this process, suck us through the end of this tunnel and make us stand in the light. Lord knows we all need it. So we're going out of this water energy, very deep, very cleansing, very transformative, and we are moving into fire. Fire energy is when the spark comes back, when life comes back, when we get excited again. And because Sag season is the archer, we are definitely on a brand new path, a brand new direction. Again, we got to pull that arrow back in our bow and have a target before we can release it. And we are just so freaking happy to be out of the darkness at this point that we might have a little bit of a problem trying to nail down an actual direction, an actual focus, an actual target point. We get excited. We are scatterbrained. We are seeing the big picture. We are having huge amounts of clarity, huge amounts of truth. Just kind of blast our brains wide open, our heart space wide open. We did the work in Scorpio season to get in alignment with our rawest, most vulnerable truth. And now we are ready to renew ourselves. We had that regeneration, that renewal phase on the cusp of the Scorpio energy, leading us into Sagittarian energy. Now we renew our faith, our hopes, our dreams, our vision for the future. Now, Sag season, yes, it's in November, in the 11th month, going to take us in the 12th month. But Sag in astrology is the 9th house. The 9th house is a completion point because when we get to the 10th house, that's kind of a beginning, a new foundation. The 9th house is when we're kind of taking the collective bits and pieces of the shadow that just emerged for our acceptance and acknowledgement. When we take that and we really just kind of see an ending and a closure. Again, Scorpio season provides a certain death. We do have to wrap things up in our inner realms before we see it take place in our outer realms. We are aligning to our higher selves in the 9th house in Sag season, the philosopher of the zodiac. We are aligning to a higher truth, a greater, bigger, grander vision, one that affects the collective more so than the individual, because now we're seeing how all of these pieces connect, how our individual experiences are kind of setting the tone for the collective experience that we are all going through. So yes, there's a new courage, a new bravery, a new excitement that comes with fire energy. Things get kind of fired up again. And it's the perfect kind of energy for us to blaze a brand new path, to really kind of hone in on the brand new direction that we want to take. Of course, cutting the cords to our past emotions, past ideas, past emotional baggage, and that whole deal that got unearthed under the Scorpio energy, and we're able to actually do something about it. The fire energy takes us all the way up to the solstice point. This is a ending collectively of a chapter of being left in the dark. Again, Scorpio season. This is the bright light at the end of the tunnel individually for us to find our own truth, and collectively where new truth is actually going to emerge for all to see. We have to remember that there's cons to all energies, and the cons to Sagittarius energy is that we may be blunt, we may be direct, and guess what? That kind of raw, blunt energy isn't welcomed by everybody. We have a downside because we're typically a little bit scatterbrained, we're a little bit manic, we're a little bit overwhelmed, we're a little bit extra. We have definitely seen the light at the end of the tunnel, gotten so freaking excited about it that we just, go all in. And the problem with that is that we have unrealistic expectations, that sometimes the greater, grander picture and vision and dream that we now have is setting us up for further disappointment and further failure. Why? Because it's too big, too extra. Many of us get overwhelmed with the big picture, not realizing how to break it down in the smaller achievable steps in order for us to get there. So we can become a little bit too overwhelmed with this pressure to want more, to do better, to be better, to see bigger, brighter visions and possibilities for the future. We have a restless energy that comes with fire energy. We have ants in our pants. We have to move our body. We have anxiety that can peak. We have all of these huge energy shifts that if they are not channeled correctly, using physical energy, our emotional and mental intellect to see, how am I feeling today? Where can I best direct this energy? If we are not consciously aware of the energy pulsating through our bodies, and if we do not give it a healthy outlet, we will kind of become angry and frustrated and overwhelmed and scatterbrained and have all of these anxieties and frustrations creep up. And that would be putting us at a disadvantage. We want to use this energy to the best of our ability, and just sitting around thinking about the dreams and not acting on them would be a detriment to each and every single one of us. So Sag season is here to welcome us back to earth, welcome us back to life, welcome us back to actually thinking about the future, and God forbid, actually being a little bit hopeful that a brand new picture can definitely emerge. But that will only happen if we align to our higher selves, if we stick to our own truths, and that we are open-minded enough to let the truth of others emerge in such a way that we create a space for them to do so, to see where it is that they're at and where it is that we can align with other people's truths as well. Again, Sagittarius season is very connected to the collective. We are nearing the end zodiac points in the wheel that bring everyone together, bring common causes together, bring greater visions together. And because this is Sag season, you best be ready to open your mind, to open your heart to a brand new truth.